Fitzy, good win against the Titans. How's the week progression been for this one against the Knights?
Yeah, really good. It was a good week. Last week, preparation obviously had some challenges to it, and really strong performance from everyone in the team. We had I think it was a quite complete performance in both attack and defence. So, and then this week's had a few more challenges added to it, but looking forward to tomorrow, Arvo.
Fitz, was that like a realisation game for the team that this is what we can do if we don't give penalties away, 60 cans, etc.?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like the hardest parts of the game, like the defence and working hard in defence, kick chase and kick pressures, like the simplest stuff, the hardest stuff that every team does. I think we've been doing that really well. But you're right, the discipline and ability to hold the ball and mount pressure, that's probably been the thing that's been lacking, I think, in that last period. But our effort's been good, so it was nice to get reward for the effort and actually put some pressure on opposition.
Yeah, you're back at home and against the Knights. What have you been prepping for Newcastle?
I think they're a strong squad. Obviously, well coached. They had a run in last year. I'm sure they'll be channeling the same energy from that they went through last year. Multiple Origin class players in their team, and it's high stakes. So. That gives a good challenge for us, but they need to realise there's a challenge coming from us as well. We're hungry, we're looking forward to the challenge, but we do respect them. I think they're a strong squad, and we're looking forward to the battle.
Clearly, Pong is the threat for the Knights.
Yeah, he's one. I think there's a couple of guys under the radar a little bit in their team. Adam Elliott, I think, is pretty central to how they play. He's having, and Gamble's come back in and starting to take shape and play a little bit like he was at the back end of last year, and they've got. Your Saifidis and Frizzels and those class of players know what it's about. And like I said, they've history from last year that they sort of shaped at the right time, and we'll have to be ready for the full team. But Pong is obviously one you've got to be wary of. He's a great player.
Hey Fitz, Toby Rudolph was relegated to New South Wales Cup a couple of weeks ago. Since then, he seems to have found the level that he would think that he needs to be at. Specifically against the Titans, it was very strong. Is that the bar now for Toby Rudolph?
Yeah, I think so. I thought it was back after as far back as the Bulldogs game. I think Toby had a really disrupted year and pre-season chronic toe injury. Had to really look after himself and step up and in a lot of ways in his professionalism, etc. And it hampered him for a while, but he's coming good at the right time of year. And Toby's an influential player for us. He's probably under the radar in a lot of ways about what he does for the team. Really selfless when he plays, and he's important to us. So what I've liked about what happened to him is the acceptance of the challenge. He knew where he was at. He was frustrated by where he was at, and he's actually problem solved through it. We've worked through it, and his performance last week, and I thought he's been strong in the weeks before that too. So. It's good when you see a player that responds like that. They show they care. He cares about the club. He cares about his teammates, and I think the players love playing with him. And now that we're getting back to sort of the Toby we know and love, it's exciting.
Every top four club has you need the enforcer up front. You need the alpha male up front. Is Toby the guy for you that needs to lead? You've got so much depth in this pack. Is he the leader you're looking for? Yeah,
everyone has a different element in the way you lead like that. I think. Toby's quite relentless, and if you look at Toby's best footy, there's hard to decipher the difference between his first and his last runs. Like he's charging, that's important. He played a certain intensity, and so the better players can hold that intensity throughout their spell, and the best version of Toby can do that. And then Braden Ueli, he's a chance of playing this weekend as well. He's another guy that had a disrupted season through injury and overcoming a big surgery he had in the off season. So. Those two fellas are pretty keen to get back and give the best version of themselves as well.
You mentioned Ueli, you named Trindle, you named Ronaldo. Are they cleared to play?
Not just yet. We've had. Usually like to be pretty clear with our lineup. This week's had a few challenges to it. There might be some more challenges. We're to get through today, and today will determine how we line up. They've had a good week. And looking likely, but we're not sure at this stage. We'll just get through today and see how they've pulled up after yesterday was an intense session for us. So, we might have some more changes there, but we'll figure that out today.
Trindle was a hammy, so it's always precarious.
A little bit, yeah. It's not bad, definitely not bad, but also, you know, at this stage of the season with a player of his calibre, we want to make sure that he's ticked every box, and he's a really important player to us. But also, yeah, hamstrings they're funny ones, depending on location of the strain. It's definitely not a significant injury, and we don't want to turn it into one either.
And obviously Nico Hines Fitz, how's he tracking? Getting closer? Do we expect to see him back before the finals?
Yeah, he's going really well. Yesterday was almost like another big step forward, like in the speeds and the distances that he got through yesterday. I'll be really confident he'll get back before the finals. Yeah.
Fitz, have you got a headache coming with the three halves that you've got at your disposal? Atkinson, Trindle, Hines that could be back.
I don't want to play it out too early yet because we haven't been able to get any one combination settled for any period of time throughout the course of the year. And I've loved what Acco's brought to the team. And beauty of Acco is he can play fullback, can play hooker, can play lock, can play centre. Clearly can play halves pretty well. So we'll play that out week by week and see where we're at. And as you know, like there's curveballs everywhere. Players are at the end of long, hard seasons. Anything can happen. So I'll go week to week, but geez, it's a good problem to have.
Hey, Jack Williams was enormous
Yep.
against the Titans. Where's his future at? We know he's off contract.
Yeah, at this stage we're working on that with through his with his agent. We love Jack. We're trying to keep him around. So what that looks at this stage, we're not sure, but we're definitely clear on trying to keep him around. Yeah.